me reading off of the phone.
As long as you're not against it, I'm good.
Should I put the shrooms in the video?
No, bro. This fucking guy. All right,
You like
ready?
that, Tyrese?
Welcome to another episode of Northern Ruckus. I'm here with my boy
Jimbo.
Look at this nigga. This guy's ready for some pro-black talks, bro.
Yes, sir. Fight the power. Let's go, man. Come on.
I got a would you rather today. So, would you rather a penny that multiplies every single day for a month or $1 million cash in your bank account today?
Only for 1 month?
1 month only.
Well, I don't know. That's exponential growth. I'd have to do some math on it. What's the other option?
Or $1 million cash into your bank account right now.
I think the penny might end up being more. 30 days?
It is more.
It is more, right?
It is. But
it's unbelievable that it would be more, right?
I believe it comes out to like around 5 million, but if you don't make those last 2 days.
Oh, if it's February, you're fucked up, huh?
It can't be Black History Month. But I'm saying those last 2 days is like where it goes from like 500,000 to $1 million, then $1 million to 2 million, and then 2 million to 4 million type shit, you know?
Yeah, because, bro, exponential growth, man, that's just like life in general. If something can grow exponentially, yeah, you always got to go with that.
So you're taking the penny?
Yeah.
I think I'll take the $1 million because nothing's guaranteed type shit, you know?
You said hypothetically what's guaranteed?
No, but what if you died?
I don't know. Well, what if you die after the day after making $1 million? What's the difference?
My son gets the $1 million, or my family gets the $1 million.
So wait a minute.
If you die, the money goes nowhere because it's not even real money. Like at that point, like you know what I mean? The exponential
you're right.
growth
You're right.
stops.
No one can inherit hypothetical money. Next question.
So we got 2 comments actually this week from last week's episode. The first one was actually towards you, and it says, challenge for Jimmy. Can you go one whole episode without detouring any topic to race? Do you think that's possible? I don't think
Shit.
this. I think this.
I don't really think I don't really think I could. I don't really think I could. If we're being real, I'll try. But I already know there's some topips coming up where I'm not going to be able to.
But I feel like this episode, especially like the way you came in, is like that's. I feel like we should try this next episode.
Yeah,
you're already on that revolutionary shit. You know, I could just see why.
One of these episodes, one of these days, I'll do a race neutral day. Today's not the day.
And then we got another comment about when we were talking about education. The guy said, people that go to post-secondary school isn't dumber. They definitely just, the people that go to post-secondary school aren't dumber, but they definitely less likely to believe anything that doesn't come from a quote-unquote credible source, and that includes mainstream media and anything that can lead them outside of that. And anything outside of that, they would never believe, and that keeps them very out of touch.
You're talking about people being indoctrinated pretty much.
So it's not just a matter of indoctrination, but it's like not current news, but like, so like if something's happening in the world, they're going to trust CNN rather than if they would trust like a podcast.
Yeah.
Because like they believe in the credited sources.
COVID really showed that because it was a lot of like people who didn't go to university were just like, fuck that. And people who did go to university were like, what do you mean? Get the jabs.
Yeah, no. So it's like,
you know?
that's how I saw it too. But like, I guess it does make sense that because last week, me and you both were saying, like, if you go to post-secondary school, you're dumber. But it's like I
wouldn't say dumber.
That's what we said though. But I was saying more like
more impressionable.
You have no creative thinking skills. Like you're not creative, but like critical thinking skills. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, so that's kind of where I was going with it too, to an extent. But like he kind of worded it better. It's the fact that they only believe in institutions is why they are only able to go so far, right?
Yeah, and let me put it to you this way: aren't they just more impressionable? Because like me, I know I was fucked up in school. Because like when people try to make an impression on me, I would just argue with them all the time.
Yeah,
like you know, and it's like if you're just the type of person who always says, okay, yeah,
I feel like a lot of like school too is like you're being taught, but when you're being taught, you're not allowed to question. So it's kind of being told, right?
Yeah, I hate that shit.
And like I feel like that is where the problem with modern education is nowadays, and it's like. That will translate down to when you're out of school where you're not actually getting any credible, like no professor telling you or breaking down to you the news on a daily basis. You are going to just follow the mainstream media. And especially now more than ever, we understand that like propaganda is very vigilant in our society.
Yeah, like they're used to being spoon-fed information. They don't want to like break it down.
Yeah, they also don't want to like they don't look past the headline type shit.
But like that's also an old school thing too. Like the boomer generation is like that, and even a lot of them didn't even go to school and they're like that.
I'm gonna say the boomer generation is like that. I feel like it's like I have a lot of friends that are like this too, where it's like it's not a matter of they believe the mainstream. It's a matter of they just don't care about anything.
Yeah.
Like, if it doesn't affect their personal, even if it does affect their personal life, they just don't care. It's the same shit you've been saying where, like, with the AI stuff, where it's like, it's doomed to happen anyway. So it's like,
exactly.
I feel like when you have that mentality, it's like, you're just never going to try type shit.
It's not even that, bro. It's just like, you got to focus on yourself, especially like, I feel like a lot of people like get so distracted thinking about so much shit that doesn't affect them. It's like, it's more efficient to think about what you could do for yourself to advance yourself and be successful. And then plus you already have your family and shit that you're trying to take care of. So it's like, you only have so much that you could care about in a day, really. So that's why it's like, when you go too deep into some of these conspiracies or into some of these politics or whatever it is, it's like, these days for me, it's like, I just don't have the mental capacity to do it. I'm just like, I'm more focused on myself and what I need to do, like, you know, and that's where I see a lot of people, they do fall into the matrix with that type of thinking for sure, but that's why we are the way we are, right? It's like, it helps us be successful. When you do the other shit, it's like, yeah, you're probably more woke and more spiritual and all this, that, and the third, but you might not be as successful, like, right?
I get what you're saying, like, I fully understand it. I obviously just disagree from my point of view. Like, I'm not saying that you should have my point of view. I'm saying my point of view is like, especially as a young kid, like when I was like 22, 23, I was thinking this exact same way as you. Like, I'm going to live my life. Whatever happens in my life is what I can control. But then you realize that, like, politics and all these things that you're talking about do have a ripple down effect on your day-to-day life. And it's only getting worse if you're not actually the ones to stand up against it, right? And it's like government in general is made to be the voice of the people. So it's like, if we're not the ones that are screaming back saying, like, even look at like for example, like the BLM shit. It's like, when it initially started, it was to stop all this stuff. And it's like, the protests happened, all that stuff. And laws were put in place, laws that even though I personally don't agree with, but the people got the laws put in place of what they want. And that's what politics is supposed to be.
No, I agree with you, brother. But the revolution will not be televised.
But I'm not even saying revolutionary. It's like, think about like just inflation and shit
I'm just saying, like, in general, like, a lot of that shit comes down to, like, my whole thing is like, it's going to be a movement where people just start moving different in their personal life. Like, you know, because it's not going to be something where it's hard to fight the power, bro. The only way to fight the power is just to control what goes on in your home. We already had this conversation. We've had this conversation like 5-6 times different ways.
So I guess the best way to put it is, you can't live as an individual in a city. That's the best way to put it. As in a city environment, if you lived in a rural environment where you had like 2 acres of land, you have your house, your kids still go to like school, public school and stuff. No, I'm not even saying public, like off the grid. I'm saying kids still go to public school and stuff, but you have your own land, and what happens on your land is what happens like at your own time, right? So like, that is something that you can control to an extent. But when you have a neighbor that shares the same walls as you, it's like, you want to know what that neighbor, like the vibe that neighbor's on, like, you know what I mean? And then now bring it to a city aspect where it's like, within that same 2 acres of land, you have 100 people that you don't know. You want the government to be involved to make sure that you don't have a crazy person living beside you.
Fair enough.
So it's like, you kind of need
even for me, that's why I don't like condos, because I feel like there's so much energy, bro. Like, there's like so much different energies all around you, and even like, you go into the elevator and you got to be in the elevator with like 7 different people, and like,
that's why you just sleep with the crystal rocks and stuff, right?
Yeah, the crystals and all that. You know, get your chakras right. You know what I'm saying? But,
this guy's trolling.
No, seriously though, like, what's it called, like sensory overload and shit. Like, yeah, I get that type of shit in the city a lot.
Yeah, no, cities are terrible. I want to move out of it eventually.
Terrible.
So this first clip.
But wait a minute. Now that we're talking about chakras and shit, I just want to mention to the people. I know we said we're gonna do shrooms this week, but upon further evaluation, it might not be the best. I could pull it off probably. I live right down the street. TJ has a long drive. I get why he doesn't want to do the shrooms. We'll figure out. We'll do a special podcast.
No one cares about us doing shrooms, bro.
People were for sure tuning in to see us do the shrooms.
People were definitely saying I should do shrooms, and I'm saying no, fuck that, and they just drop it. Like,
it's not that big of a deal. I'm just saying. I just don't want to sweep it under the rug. We're doing a continual thing. We're gonna interact with the fans, talk to people. I'm just saying, or the viewers, whoever. I'm just saying, if anyone was expecting us to do shrooms, we didn't forget about you. We're just gonna postpone it till later. All right. And I got the shrooms with me here now. It's not like I chickened out. It's just TJ wasn't really about it. So it's like, all right, I understand why he's not about it.
So you didn't try to peer pressure me or anything, huh?
At first I did, but then I dropped it. You didn't even give me an explanation, and I dropped it.
Yeah, because I just didn't want it. My explanation was I didn't want it.
Yeah, that's bullshit. You know how much shit I do I don't want to do?
So the first clip that we got for you, I was actually trying to bring it up last week, but you just wanted to talk about WNBA for fucking 2 hours.
Oh, my God.
It's this Tyrese clip with his girlfriend. Did you see that shit?
I saw it. It was one of the most depressing things I ever saw in my life. I'm pretty sure he's had a mental breakdown.
All right, so that's the most commonly asked question. How did we meet? I slid in the DMs.
Yeah.
We linked up.
He wasn't my type at all. My type is actually Paul Walker, rest in peace. But
bro, look how she's just
he
touching
wasn't
it.
my type at all, and my type is not white. I'm just saying I was more
Yo, he can't
interested
believe what he's hearing.
Touch me.
Paul.
Bro, this guy saying don't touch me,
Don't
knocks
touch
her
me.
hands off like 4 times, bro.
Yeah.
And she's just like, nah, bro, you're fine.
Yeah,
No,
Even
she
when I
thinks
met
she
him,
has
I
him
was
in
like,
her clutches.
Don't
he's
touch me.
Pretty
kinda
rich,
old.
right? She's not trying to fuck it up, but she already
he
fucked
didn't
it up.
understand the Instagram
I
model
just like
life.
his smile. It's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
look, listen to the foolishness he's
This
saying.
one
His
really
personality,
bad. This
was.
just went really bad, really fast.
His personality was
Really
okay,
bad,
but he
I'm
didn't-
getting off live.
He didn't understand the
The thing is, he
Instagram
probably-
model.
Bro, she's covering his mouth so
I know,
he can't
he's
talk.
So
He
would
probably
always talk
knew she was
down
kind of
So you
on
wanted the
Instagram
homie.
thought that
models.
it was
You didn't
his
want me.
ditzy bitch, you know? But she pretty much just said, nah, I wasn't for you, fam. And that's just
Yo,
crazy.
that clip is so funny because
It's
it's like,
hilarious.
yo, imagine, like, hypothetically, let's say the roles were reversed in that exact situation. The guy was like, yo, I really like this bitch, but I was really feeling her friend.
Yeah.
I was really feeling
He
her
would
friend,
get
you know?
boxed. He would get
No,
boxed.
not even that. The girl's feeling uncomfortable, and he's still just gripsing up the
Oh,
shorty.
yeah.
Like, shorty's trying to talk. She covers it. You cover her
Yeah.
mouth. Be like,
That
no,
would've
no,
been
your friend was
crazy.
so hot. Like, bro, she had them big old cannons on her
Yeah.
and shit. Bro, I remember one time, like, I was just, like, staring at her ass. I'm like, damn, I wish you had that ass. Like,
Listen.
imagine she was, like, imagine.
No, I know.
yo.
I the thing is, I don't do that too much because I believe in double standards. Like I don't think that we're all the same. So
No, of course
I
not.
hear what you're saying, but it's just like I'm not gonna like you know what I'm saying. Like he's not putting on a dress in the reverse situation. Like so you can't really reverse the roles
I
because
get-
she's feminine and he's masculine. But it's just fucked up and like.
It's a violation. It's like, yo, that's
Yeah.
your friend. Like, yo,
That's
no
the two.
way.
They were
my-
really close because they used to smash chicks together and everything.
Yeah, I
It's
heard
like
about
they-
that, yeah.
they were really, really close. So he's for sure feeling like, oh, like she was actually peeping him and wanted to get close to him through me. That's nuts. And it just backfired on her type shit.
Bro, she was saying he doesn't really understand my job. Like, I'm an Instagram model. It's like, bro, an Instagram model's not a fucking job.
No, it's super.
It's like,
sad.
yo, these girls are hilarious. And this girl was just talking, like, literally talking just to talk. And their man was looking stupid as fuck. And it's like, yo, like, I don't get how
his whole mood changed.
Yo, Tyrese needs to go on Fresh and Fit and get straight, bro. No cap.
Some shit like that. Some shit like that would help for sure. Even if he had his own reality TV show where like 20 girls were vying to be his own girlfriend, I love that dynamic. And I was about to say that too, because it's like I feel like this situation happens a lot because men chase women, and it's like when you actually let women come to you, you're gonna have better options because the women that are there are for you. Like she said, she was after Paul Walker. That would have been an option for Paul Walker. I'm sure she would have been great to him.
But I'm sure Tyrese got mad bitches because it's like, yo,
He
he's
does.
Been,
He
he's been famous
does.
for what, like 15
That's
years?
That's my thing too. If you're
10,
getting so
15
much
years?
bitches, why not wait for the ones that are coming to you? I understand if you see something you want to go get it,
Yeah.
especially if it's in passing type shit. But for the most part, it's like, bro, like, and it doesn't have to be. I'm not saying a girl coming up to you. If you catch a girl giving you that vibe where you can tell she wants you to go talk to her, go talk to that one. Don't force it type shit because it's like, bro, like how the female feels about you is really important. Because look, his whole mood changed because she didn't even really want him in the first place. As a man, I would feel the same way. I would feel the
Dude,
same
that's
way.
mad disrespectful. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I settled with you. Like, that's essentially what she's saying, right? It's like, fuck.
You're not my type. I
But
don't
it's not
even think
like
you're
I
that
settled,
sexy.
I settled with you for like someone else. It's like I settled with you for your friend. Like, you know,
Yeah.
you're over your friend.
It's like the opposite of love at first sight. She's saying, "Oh, it was love at I guess like maybe like the 5th sight.
Yeah.
I saw you a bunch of times and I wasn't really feeling you, and then I guess you grew on me."
Like, it's actually just a funny clip that like I don't because it was on his Instagram live too, right?
Yeah.
It's like I don't know. I feel like if I was him, I would just end the video right there, deleted the VOD, broke up with the shorty. Are they still together? Do you know?
I don't
'Cause
know.
It's been like 2-3 weeks.
I don't
since then.
know. Let's Google that quickly. Did
I
they break
I
up
hope
after
they're
this?
not.
I hope they broke up
I
just
hope
for
they're
his own sake.
Unless they have kids. If they have kids, then I don't know.
Just say,
search
did Kyrie's break up with her
Tyrese
after the
break up
video?
with the girlfriend.
Yeah, with his girlfriend right there. Yeah.
I hope he did. Nah, he didn't.
No, he didn't. What an idiot.
What a fucking man.
Yeah.
If they have kids, I think that's not
Hey,
worth
I'll
breaking
say
up
this.
for your kids. but
I'll
it's
say
like-
this about Tyrese, bro. Like, you see that movie Baby Boy? That's like his like that encapsulates his whole like demeanor and career and shit. And it's like he's a sick guy, but no one treats him like he's sick, and he doesn't treat himself like he's sick, and that's why he ends up riding a bike around and shit, and has niggas treating him like a buster and shit. It's like, bro, Tyrese is a sick guy. He's a strong black man. It'd be nice to see him stand up for himself and just not act like a fucking girl clown.
Maybe he already knew this shit though. Like that's another thing that I was thinking.
No, you can see the look on his
face. I know the
change.
look on his face is telling me not to, but I'm thinking about it like playing devil's advocate type shit. Maybe he already knew about this and he was embarrassed because she's selling it to the public type shit now. Maybe he already figured this out. Like he said, okay, whatever, fucking, I still think you're worth it type shit. And then now it was just embarrassing because she was talking about it in public. Like, all fucking nilly-dilly. Because, again,
well, that's like when you see Adam 22 when his girl says out-of-pocket shit. He for sure knows about it. He's just like, I can't believe you're saying that on camera right now.
Exactly. Yeah, and I feel like, what is it, Lena
But that's
the
a big part about it, too. Like,
Lena the Plug, I feel like that their two relationship, they're so open about everything. So, like, they're probably talking about this shit off camera. So, it's like, he's not actually getting mad when she says it on camera. He's just, like, caught off guard type shit, right?
I don't know. I think the camera adds a whole nother aspect to it. It adds a whole nother aspect to
you're
it.
talking to an exponential amount of people, right?
Yeah,
so it's
and
like,
that's why I like the game shows, like I was saying, where they date 20 girls at once, because the girls are on manners, because they know they're on camera. Bro, the girls.
You watch The Bachelor, huh?
I don't, but I like the setup of it. I would go on The Bachelor for sure.
What about Flavor Flav Finds Love?
Yeah, hell yeah, and I like that show. That shit, New York was hilarious.
So the next story I got for you is Aiden Ross accidentally exposes his sister as OnlyFans on his stream.
Yeah,
you saw that shit?
But we did talk about that, no? When it first popped up on him.
No, we never talked about it because we were talking about the WNBA all last episode, bro.
Shut the fuck up. Oh my god. But no, it's definitely a violation. I can't believe it got brought up on him like that. But you seen he was shaming some other girl for being on OnlyFans type shit though, right? So pretty much everything he was saying to that other girl, is that how he feels about his sister?
Well, every girl he's ever been with is on OnlyFans. Like his whole community is called like SSB World, and that means like Stacy's stepbrother, which is his first girlfriend. When he got famous, that was his girlfriend at the time. So like his whole community is called Stacy's stepbrother.
That's weird.
Exactly. So it's like, and then she's on OnlyFans, and then Corinna Koff, who he was also talking to when he made his big blow up, was on OnlyFans, and then Pammy was also on OnlyFans.
My whole thing is I can't care too much because this dude Aiden Ross, if he wasn't a famous streamer, wouldn't get no bitches.
But what about this?
Like not a single one.
But what about this now? Taking his sister and his ex-girlfriend make content on OnlyFans together. Together. Pammy baby and
he's living in hell. He's living in hell.
Bro, and then like even in this clip, like he brings the picture up to his sister.
That's fucked up on both of them. Like you can't talk to your sister after that. She's violating you, bro.
Violent, bro.
Like, yeah, that's disrespect.
It's that weird. But then it's like even like Aiden,
and she fucked his friend that one time too. No.
He is?
Yeah.
No, I don't think they actually.
They for sure did. Playing it up. But nah, bro. Think about it. They're in a crib and it's only them there. There's like 20 rooms and 3 people. There's plenty of place to find yourself by yourself. Like.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Zia's dick clap. That'll be hilarious. Big ZD. But then what's it called? So I thought this was
his sister or who's that?
That's Naomi Ross.
That's his sister?
Yeah. So I thought it was a funny ass clip because like it's such a random video and this guy exposed it. But then he didn't even just shut it down and be like, "Yo, guys, chill. Like, this is weird." He literally played into it. Like,
yeah, he kept elaborating.
And then it's like, at what point is like doing it for the jokes? Like,
no. I think if that happens, something like that happens, you exit the screen, you don't talk about it, you just shut down the stream.
Not even shut down the stream, just keep it moving.
Or keep it moving. One or the other.
Literally act like it didn't happen. But this guy played it up for like an hour.
But you never know with these guys. That's why I say all the time about these super content creators. Like, bro, like he knows it's gonna get clicks.
Like, at what point is there was an actually I forget her name. Literally, it was like this week. There was a TikToker that faked her own death for the view to go viral.
Yeah, that's low.
So she went on like her main Twitter page and was like, so and so did pass away. And then like she was living in like a content house. It was like the Pink House or something like that. And the Pink House official page said like R.I.P. Our condolences to the family of blah blah blah. And the girl wasn't dead. She comes out like this week saying, "Hi, I got you guys."
They probably had quotas at that content house, and she was probably just not hitting. But it's
like, yo, bro, like,
and they're like, listen, you're either gonna fake your death or get the fuck out of here.
Bro, it's like, yo, people are just doing at this point. It's like going for the viral moment. It's like what everybody's chasing.
But bro, you see, like Lil Uzi just ate a cockroach like on TikTok type shit. It's like
he's weird, bro.
He is weird, but it's like, bro, even him, he's so famous and he's still doing shit like that. It's like I'm telling you, bro, these people like who want to be celebrities and shit, they're celebrities for a reason. They want to be famous so bad type shit, like, you know?
Yeah, I don't get, like, I don't know. I've never understood, like,
I do get the fact that he's just sharing his life type shit.
But you're not doing that in your regular life if the camera's not on.
No, like that. Well, bro, look where he is first. I think he's in like Thailand or something.
Oh,
so it's like
then-
that's like some once in a lifetime opportunity shit.
that's
It's like,
not-
oh, maybe I would do it, but it's like, but you see what I'm saying? Where it's like you like over and over again a
No,
repetitive
that's not that
behavior.
bad. Then. I don't
you know?
think I never knew it was in Thailand.
It's
I
not
thought it
that
was just,
bad.
like,
No, I just brought it
he
up.
picked up
I just
a-
brought it up casually. I'm just saying like
Yeah.
these people like they know how to garner attention. They know what will like garner clicks. So that's the type of shit that they do.
But then it's like everybody understands that it's clickbaity. Why are we still falling for it? Well, not we, but like why are people still falling for
Bro,
it?
look at so it's like let's say with porn, right? It's like not like the best porno video ever is the #1 most viewed. What's the most viewed one ever? 2 girls, 1 cup. Because clickbait. You see what I'm saying? It's like, bro, that shit never got anybody off. So why is it the most like it's not
Yo,
that's
Misha,
not
have you
even
seen
what
Two
porn
Girls-
is
Two Girls,
used
One Cup
for.
before? No,
Every-
it wasn't. It was
everyone
way
has.
past your childhood. That shit happened when I was in like middle school, bro. What the fuck you talking about? You were probably like 5 years old.
So that's
No.
past his childhood?
Yeah,
That is his
What
childhood.
do you mean? Like that was like that shit was viral when like you were in like grade 9.
That's what I'm saying. So he was like what, 7 years old?
That's so that's what you're saying. If you haven't seen it, you don't have a childhood.
Yeah,
But
one
no,
of your friends
it
is,
wasn't
oh, you
in
want
your
to
childhood.
see something sexy, bro? Look at this, and then you're looking like, what part of this is supposed to be sexy? I remember that was my reaction. I was like, nigga, you like this? And he was like, no, nigga, I'm trying to fuck with you. I'm like, oh, I was like, this is weird. Like, what? I never seen no one do nothing like that. So that type of shit, like, you're gonna tune into it. You're gonna be like, what?
No, I feel that, bro. Another story.
The crazy part is those girls never even made no money off of that.
Yeah, exactly. Imagine OnlyFans was around then, and then they post that video and then go on OnlyFans. Yo, they're
That
viral.
would have been crazy.
It's-
Oh my days,
It's so
that
f-
would have been nuts.
Yeah, no, it's like it's crazy, like because they would have all the attention, people, and then but then at what point would they do some crazy shit to like the point where they'll die type shit, like where they're they're trying to up themselves.
I'm
every
sure
time,
someone
right?
has died on OnlyFans doing some crazy, like fucking a horse or some weird shit, like some stupid shit. Also, too, or like even that shit where they hang off of hooks. That shit looks dangerous. as
Yeah,
fuck.
that BDSM shit. That's
yeah,
just like
yeah. Why are you doing that to
white
yourself,
people, bro?
Yeah, but I was gonna say though, with the OnlyFans shit, I feel like even in today's day and age, like that shit will go viral, but like there's no way you could keep that content strictly on your OnlyFans. Like,
Well,
people
yeah,
will be,
a lot
people will
of-
be ripping that shit like crazy. That shit will be everywhere.
that bro, OnlyFans gets ripped on a daily basis. Like
Yeah, but like not
there's
like
Reddit pages, Discords, like
not to
fucking-
the extent that a 2 girls 1 cup video.
Oh no, yeah, it doesn't because it can't be on YouTube.
Yeah, and nothing. I haven't seen anything go that viral in that community in a long time.
Yeah, so no, I get what you're saying.
They're
but,
Hall
like,
of Famers.
Yo, on the OnlyFans girl shit, taking like you know how like right now it's like tax season and shit, right?
What?
You know how it's
Oh,
like
tax season? Okay, yeah.
So taking these OnlyFans girls are able to write off their boob jobs, BBLs, lip fillers, all this shit under their taxes because it's like for work expenses.
Good for them. Good
Bro,
for them.
I thought that was crazy.
Good for them.
Imagine you got free tits, free ass.
I mean, really, when you do your taxes properly and shit, and you can get like your cars written off, all kind of shit. You just gotta have your paperwork
yeah,
in
because
order.
they're
Right?
they're technically their own. Like it was going viral. This girl made a clip on TikTok saying, make sure girls, if you're on OnlyFans, even if you're not making money, just you can write all this stuff off under your LLC, blah blah blah. And it's like, yo, that's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta put up the money first, but yeah. I mean,
No, because like as long as you're a corporation, right?
No,
'Cause
I'm saying she gotta put up the money to get her boobs done first.
Oh yeah, get reimbursed type shit. Yeah, but
yeah.
like I thought that was nuts. I'm like, bro, that's like everyone just has the same look nowadays, and now you're gonna get that look for free type shit. It's like that's crazy.
But I mean, everyone's still getting paid. The money's still going around.
I don't get who's paying. Like,
What do you mean?
Bro.
The government's just not
no,
collecting
I'm
that
saying
tax
who's
money.
paying for OnlyFans? Like, I don't get. I feel like
What, bro? Okay,
Oh.
you gotta understand. It's every dude in the world. The horniest dude in the middle of nowhere, Russia, in a shack who has Wi-Fi could pay the money to get the
But there's
OnlyFans.
millions
Like,
of girls on OnlyFans now. It's like
For
obviously
sure.
not all of them are making money, but
bro,
it's like
for
a
all
lot
you,
of
for
them
all
are.
we know, like let's say that like there's some rich pervert out there who's 52, has no wife, and just sits at home all day and tricks on different OnlyFans girls and sends them thousands of dollars at a time. A lot of shit like that will be coming up for them and stuff. It's the whole world. Like it's how much people in the world? Like 6 billion people, 7 billion people.
I don't know if you saw this, but like Black China like recently converted to like Christianity or whatever.
Yeah, I
and she
think
was
that shit is all fake. I think
regardless,
she's like an industry
I'm
plant.
not even talking about for that aspect. I'm saying for like she was talking about her experience on OnlyFans, and she said she only made $2 million, but then OnlyFans had her as like the #2 creator of all time at like $30 million or some shit like that. Look up the
Maybe
number.
she meant $2 million a month.
No, she said I only made $2 million off of OnlyFans, and I don't think it was worth it. That's what
She
she was
probably,
saying.
like I said, I don't believe nothing that comes out of her mouth. Did you see her her certificate? She went to some Christian university and go look at her diploma, bro. This is the fakest diploma I've ever seen. And when you pull up the address of the place, it's like some fucking Boost mobile store. It's like some fake shit.
But what do you mean a Christian diploma? What is a Christian diploma?
Like you know when people go to like Christian university and shit? Like your
Like,
pastor would have gone to like a Christian university.
What?
Yeah,
That's not
Sacramento Theological Seminary and Bible College. Doctorate of Liberal Arts.
I've never even heard of a Bible college before.
What are you talking about? Casual was gonna go to one.
Terrence, you heard about this? A Bible college?
Liberty.
No, but that's a Christian college.
It's the same thing.
No, this is an actual
Bro, it's just like that's like if some schools are technical schools, some schools are art schools. A school is a school. A Bible school, a Christian school, a church school.
Well, I know like
is a
TCU
school.
where Ladanian Thomas
Yeah,
went.
or
Texas Christian
Bayou is
University.
like that too, right?
Yeah, well, no, Bayou Brigham Young is no, that's Mormon.
Okay,
That's not
yeah,
Christian, that's Mormon.
but you see what I'm saying though? It's some religious shit. This is some bullshit. That shit is fake as fuck. And look at the emblem at the bottom. That's an Illuminati symbol right there.
No, but I just thought like it was crazy.
I'm saying, am I lying?
But she claimed, like, my whole point about it was like she was claiming that she only made $2 million off of OnlyFans. Maybe she had a pimp. Like that's what the only other explanation.
Oh
that
yeah,
I've
it probably
heard.
is what it is. She's
But then
stupid.
She like OnlyFans claimed that she was like the number two earner with 250 million, 300 million. It's like
Yeah, I
yeah,
don't-
$240 million last year.
Yeah,
So it's like someone's lying at the end of the day.
she's probably lying.
You think she's made more than 200?
Yeah,
like
but
if her number's public,
You know what
why
it
would
is
she
too?
lie?
You know what it is too? She got to go to court with that Kardashian dude all the time.
Oh, so you're
and if
thinking-
she's making so much money, she can't act like she needs no money from him. It's probably
Then
what
she
it
doesn't
is.
need money from him if she made 240 million.
Bitches are petty. You don't understand how a
Bro,
female
that
works.
doesn't make any sense.
You don't understand how people.
So I just think
I'll say this: probably like 50% of females who take dudes to court don't need the money. It's out of spite.
yeah, but I'm just saying.
Probably
like,
even more than 50%. That was a gracious number.
I just think that the OnlyFans number is like so inflated because there's like regular girls that you see, like literally regular looking girls, and they'll be out here saying like I make 20 grand a month, 50 grand a month.
Yeah,
It's
but
like,
it's about what
there's
they're.
no niggas
But
that's paying
nah,
for
it's
that.
about what are they doing? If there's a niche, like bro, only so many girls are gonna like post their toes and like
how many
putting ketchup on their toes and having some sick guy
I
lick
know
it
what
off.
I
like,
know it's the tips. I understand what you guys are saying, but like there isn't that much money to go around and pay. all
Nah,
these
you're
girls for
crazy.
sex.
You're
Bro,
crazy.
strippers don't make that much money. Like
yeah, that's because okay, bro. I'm talking about niches. Only so many guys want to go to the strip club and spend money on a stripper. Some guys, especially for some reason, rich white guys are into super weird shit. They want to see a bitch degrade themselves and shit. You can't go to the strip club and see that. So this is now where they find their niche.
so, without incriminating yourself, do you know anybody that or others? Do you know anybody that has OnlyFans? I've
Yeah.
talked to my friends about this. None of my friends have OnlyFans.
I'll say this: no girls who I'm really
No,
cool.
I'm saying guys. I'm saying guys that are paying. I'm saying
Oh,
payers.
yeah,
customers.
yeah. I've heard. Yeah, I've heard.
Like,
Heard.
you've
Yeah.
heard of people you know that. are
Yeah,
on it?
yeah, I have, and it's funny when you hear it too, because it's like I heard my dog was doing it, and I was like, whoa, no way.
Bro, that's crazy. Because I'm just like, I really don't like. It's just so.
But I was gonna say though too, also like I feel like as much as I know a lot of girls with OnlyFans, I feel like a lot of girls when they get OnlyFans, they start moving different. They're not as down to earth, and it's
Because
because
they're rich now.
yeah, because they're rich, and it's just like it's also like it's an unrealistic stream of revenue. So it's like if you're making some money and it's just like ridiculous, like it's just silly
Yeah,
type of shit.
and it's
So-
only gonna last 2-3 years. type
yeah,
shit.
well, they're not thinking that way anyways. It just inflates your ego.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and it's just like, yeah, like, so that's why it's like, yeah, I wouldn't say I'm like, none of my best friends are on OnlyFans or nothing like that. But like, yeah, of course I know girls that are on OnlyFans. But just to say
No,
that, I was
yeah,
already
I'm
answering that
saying the
question.
guys,
earlier.
I'm saying
But as far as guys, like, yeah, like,
paying.
and bro, even then, that's just about me hearing some shit. And it's just like, bro, imagine how much niggas are doing it and just keep it private. You don't have to let anybody know that you're doing that shit.
Yo, this is actually.
You can just be purchasing that shit on the low.
I don't know if you saw this clip of this. Fuck, Misha, I sent it to you. Of this girl that's like, I'm a welfare baby. I went from welfare baby to this. Like, watch this. This is hilarious. This is literally exactly what we're talking about.
I love America because I was literally a welfare baby, food stamp baby, and now I'm blowing bubbles in the backyard with my baby in this like gorgeous house.
Bro, it's like
That's the American
begged the
dream.
bill-
All
Billionaire.
because I was
That's
a
what she
house.
said.
Dream big.
It's the American dream, man. That's the American
Bro,
dream.
she begged a billionaire.
There you go.
It's like that. That's exactly what we're talking about. It's like, bro, like
But that's why, like, see when all that misogynistic, like, red pill rant shit comes out, where you see like Fresh and Fit talking about, oh, be like this, be like this, be like this. It's like at the end of the day, if you want a regular dude, you don't got to be no type of way. But if you want a billionaire, I'm sure
have
that,
to
like,
move like
yeah,
that.
you got to move a certain type of way. You got to be sick. You got to be sicker than all the other girls. And
Yeah.
a lot of what they say is just like, that's how you be a sick bitch. A lot of girls don't want to hear it, especially because like being a sick female is hard. The same way being a sick man is hard. Like, bro, making a whole bunch of money and like always being on your shit is hard. Being a female who doesn't fuck with a lot of niggas and just wants to stay home and cook and clean, like that's hard in today's day and
I
age.
disagree
like,
with that.
It's
feel
definitely
like
easier than being a man, but I'm saying, bro, with all the options these females have, they're having their way. A lot of these girls, especially the blessed ones, have all kind of millionaires DMing them and shit. So they have to really narrow it down and can't really be too loose with themselves. It's a hard balance, bro.
no, 100%. I get what you're saying, but I'm
and
saying
I would
like
just say this too. A lot of the game right now is fucked up because you have girls like Black China and Kim Kardashian and Lori Harvey and girls that have been with everybody that still the top niggas are still trying to get with, where it says like, well, what is it then? Do you want a hoe or not? And it kind of like convolutes
conflates
girls'
like
heads.
what
Yeah.
like what you're supposed to act like, right?
Yeah, they don't
Or
know
you're
how to
supposed
act. They're trying to be like Kim Kardashian
But
and
my
Cardi
whole
B
thing
and
is
shit.
like I get it's not plausible for everybody because of like the way that like the price mark of the economy is and shit. But as a woman, I feel like it would be the most ideal thing possible if every day I woke up, I made my husband lunch, I made my kids lunch, my husband goes to work, I get up, I take the kids to school, I come back, I go to Pilates during the day, go meet up, go grocery shopping, go hang out with my friends, come back.
Nigga, you
pick
thought a
up my
lot
kids.
about
Bro, I'm
a
just
lot
saying-
about being a bitch.
I'm saying that life,
You
that
put a lot
life
of
is
effort
so
into
much
that
better
thought.
than fucking going to a 9 to 5 that you don't like just so you can make your own money. That makes no sense.
I mean, how could you sound like you want to live that life of a bitch?
No, I'm saying I don't get why a girl would ever strive to fucking live the life of a man when like I would if I had the option. Yes, I'd rather live the
honestly,
life
I
of
don't
a bitch.
disagree with you. You just sound a little crazy, and I'm gonna leave a female's
But-
business to a female, brother.
No, but that's what I'm trying to say. I don't get why girls are trying to do a man's life when the girl's life is so much easier in theory, at least.
But
Because
it's just
obviously
like,
it's not
bro.
perfect.
Like some girls just be like, "Why does this nigga want to sit around all day and not go get it and shit like that?" It's like, who knows?
No, because
Like,
the guy's
everybody's
supposed to bring home the money. Obviously, like in the
but
the
yeah,
perfect
that's the
world.
whole
In
thing.
the perfect world.
And think about how much enjoyment and privilege comes with being ambitious and being out there. Where it's just like, yeah, that's what you should be doing, but not every dude is gonna go do that.
No, of course, but I'm saying I'm only talking in the perspective of a woman, right? So like feminism has kind
Wait,
of.
you're talking from the perspective of a woman.
I'm putting myself in the perspective of a woman, saying I understand, like the world that they were living in the oppressed, in air quotes, world of guys are working and women have to stay at home.
Yeah.
The staying at home was the better end of the deal than going outside, going out doing
I'll
shit.
play
jobs.
devil's advocate because like back then too, right? Not only were they staying home, but the man had like an authoritarian kind of control over the homes, and a lot of people were going broke because their husbands were alcoholics, and they would spend all the money on the bars.
But that just means you chose a loser at that day. So it's like you can't
Yeah.
be basing everything off the loser. Like I would say the average was succeeding, seeing that there were so many people doing it. So if you're in the
Make
average,
America great again. Fuck, it
Not-
probably was a
bro,
good
it's
time.
like,
I don't know.
if you are just living at home, you like your whole job is to go pick up make lunch, drop the kids off at school. You have all day to do whatever the fuck you want, and then you pick up the kids from school, and then you just take care of them until the.
I hear what you're saying, but like
It's
that is for sure depressing, especially day in and day out.
why
That's
is
why
that-
they. Do
how
you know?
is that more depressing than me
Can I
getting
speak?
up at
You're
9
getting
o'clock,
so
going to
worked up
work,
about this female
going to
point
work
of view you're
fucking
coming
working
from.
for
Can I
8 hours at a
speak?
job I don't want to work at?
God
It's like, bro,
damn.
you're being stupid. It's like,
Let
you're
me
saying that's
speak.
depressing. Like,
I'm
fuck.
saying, bro, that's even why Adderall got so big. That's how Adderall was developed, you know, because
No, it
how?
isn't.
Yes, it is. Housewives were super bored. Adderall and like MDMA. Like the early stages of it, when they first started giving it to people in like clinical phases, or clinical trials, it was for housewives who were bored and getting depressed being at home all day, because you're seeing the same thing every day. It's like the monotony of it all becomes depressing, trust me. And then they would give them this, and then it would boost them up. They would start cleaning the house better. They would start cooking the meals better. All that, they'd be more enthusiastic because they needed that drug boost
Well,
to do that. And
Adderall's
that's
just
how
meth.
the pharmaceutical industry became so big.
Adderall is just meth at the end of the day. So if you give anybody meth, their day's gonna be better, I guess. But I'm
Yeah.
saying like.
I'm just saying, like, that lifestyle led to a lot of that. I'm just playing devil's advocate.
I know,
I don't
I
even
get what-
disagree with what you're saying.
I get what you're saying by playing devil's advocate, because you're saying doing the same thing every day is gonna make you quote,
At least
unquote,
from my perspective, I'm sure if I had a uterus, I'd feel like, oh yeah, for sure, hell
But,
yeah.
Okay, so but what I'm trying to say is like when you're going to if you're going to a work every single day of the week, like 5 days a week, it's still doing the same thing every day.
Oh, it depends what your job
but
is.
you're doing
Depends.
something
No,
for
no,
someone
no. It
else.
depends what your job is, especially if you travel. Especially if you travel for work.
95% of the jobs are you're doing the same thing every day. Like if you have an
yeah.
office job, if you're like
Yeah, but bro, okay, like
clerk,
imagine
a
going to an
nurse,
office job every day, seeing the same 30 people every day in a whole big office, as opposed to you're in your house, your husband leaves, and you're not seeing anybody else
bro,
all
go
day
to
until your
Pilates
husband
class
comes
with your
back.
friends that are also wives that are staying at home, and
I
then
mean,
you guys
you
can
just-
all hang out.
You're just taking it a little far. You're just taking it a little
How am I
far.
taking it far when that was literally how civilizations have been living for hundreds of years and still is living other places?
I don't
in
know,
the
bro.
world?
I'm
It's
sure
like,
bitches had to like go and like gather
I
berries
would
and
say
shit.
I would
Like I
understand
don't know what
that.
to tell you.
I would say like
I'm just saying you sound like you don't like women.
How-
Like you're
how
saying,
is that
like
saying I
because
don't
you're,
like
you're
women?
saying I want to put myself in a woman's point of views. I shouldn't have any opinion on anything. That's how I would be happy.
When
And it's
they
just like
ever
you're not
say
a
they shouldn't have an
woman.
opinion.
You're just saying, bro. Like I'm just saying, like you're simplifying their
I
life
think you're
so
literally
much.
taking my point and just not listening at all.
I
It's
am
like,
listening. You're saying that they should be inside the house all day and they shouldn't have an issue with that. I'm saying obviously some
No,
bitches are
I'm
gonna be
saying
more
their
ambitious than
job
that.
should be the household rather than working for another
Okay,
random man.
yeah,
It's like,
okay, yeah. It's easy to agree with that, duh. But there's gonna be bitches like Amelia Earhart who want to go do some shit. What's wrong with that?
Amelia Earhart.
That's what I'm saying. You don't like women. I could clearly tell
Bro,
you. How you not
what
know
are
who
talking
Amelia
about?
Earhart
How are
is?
you gonna say I don't like, bro? You're moving retarded.
She's one of the most famous women of all time.
How is she? What is she famous for?
She tried to fly across the whole ocean.
Like, why do I need to know? Okay, who's the first girl to drive a car?
I don't know.
Okay, exactly. Same
An airplane
fucking shit.
across the ocean and a car to the grocery store, brother, is two very different things.
How is that? Like, no, it's the first to do something. It's like I don't care. Like, I don't care who the first person to fly a plane is. I don't know the first guy to fly a plane is across the ocean, at least, because I know.
Listen, buddy,
the whatever
you were real
brothers
mad at
made
me
a
last
plane.
week about this WNBA topic. I think we should keep it moving on your female perspective here.
Bro, whatever, bro. Females, let us know what you think. Tell Jimmy
Please,
how stupid he is for
Please,
his opinion.
yes. Write in and
Fuck.
tell me how stupid I am. All right.
So we got
This guy said to go make fake pages as a female. I'm writing in some stupid shit. You're an idiot.
we got Drake. He's renting out his home studio for $250,000 an hour. To like, if you want to come and record there. What do you think
dope.
about that?
That's dope. Especially imagine if you're well, the
$250,000.
thing is, at that point it becomes a studio for the super rich, and you got to think about it, man. Like for a guy like, well, who'd you say use it already? Riff Raff, right? Okay, so Riff Raff, you're trying to get access to Drake. That's the price tag right there.
But does
250.
Drake
Probably
have to be there?
he's probably gonna be there, bro. That's probably
Bro, his
you're
house
not.
is
You're not.
fucking massive.
Listen. You're not spending $250,000 for just. All right, I'm gonna do it online. I'm gonna book it. It's like you're obviously having a conversation with someone. You're asking questions like, "Is Drake gonna be around?" Da da da. He probably won't be in the studio, but it's his house. He's gonna be around, and yeah, he's in town on those days. He's not gonna try to avoid you when he's making $500,000 in two hours off of you. At that point, fam. If let's say Drake were to rent out his studio for $500,000 to somebody, right? And they're not trying to, and he's not trying to interact with them at all. Someone like Gucci Mane or Riff Raff or something like that. You're pretty much setting yourself up to get into a rap beef with someone. Like they're gonna have a. What do you mean? They're gonna have a $500,000 reason to not like you now.
Okay, but then
I'm just saying, like
your
it's
whole
kind of
beef
what
is
it's kind of implied.
I paid
It's
you to come
it's
hang out
kind
with
of
me, and
listen.
then now
It's
you don't wanna
kind
hang
it's
out
kind of implied in the price that some sort of interaction with Drake will be involved. I can't say for sure. I'm just saying from a business standpoint, that's what makes it super worth it. That's the most ridiculous price for a studio, but being in the proximity of Drake, even to hear his feedback on a song, some shit like that, someone like Riff Raff would be down for that. Like, yeah, why not?
so
This
you
is this is the
think-
biggest artist in the world
so you
right
think
now.
it's only worth it if Drake is there, or at least get to
like
have a
I said,
conversation.
some sort of interaction with Drake, even if it's just a phone call, like something, some sort of some type of meaningful interaction with him would make it worth it. If
hypothetically,
you
let's
had
say
the
it's
money,
not.
yeah.
Hypothetically.
It says right here, no engineer included, Drake feature is not included.
Obviously, the Drake feature is not included.
Yeah,
I didn't say a feature. I said some type of interaction, brother. It's
okay,
his
let's
house.
say
It's his house.
Let's say
It's his house.
hypothetically there is no Drake interaction. What do you think about this now?
Obviously, people aren't gonna do it. Like I said,
I think people are still gonna do it.
like dweebs, and obviously Drake is not gonna, bro. If some random kid who just happens to have 250, I'm saying people who are established artists, like
What if
like
they want to shoot a
Gucci
music
Mane and
video
shit.
in there type shit? Say like
You talk to
this is a
Drake about it. You would call and say, "Bro, before I book the studio, I'm wondering like I kind of want to use the studio. I want to shoot a video while
But you're
I'm
not talking
there."
to Drake. You're talking to like his assistant.
You would talk. Of
assistant
course,
type
you would be
shit.
talking to his assistant. He doesn't have time to talk to everybody, bro. Can I finish my conversation?
Holy
You would say, "Oh, I want to make sure that I could shoot a video in the studio, and then after, I'm thinking maybe we go play basketball on the court. I'm gonna get a little footage of that. Like, are you down? You gonna be around? Would you be about that?" And pretty much him saying yes or no in that moment is you booking the studio or not. And he's literally making, bro, let's say he says, all right, 5 hour minimum. That's a 1.25 million right there. to use my crib for a couple hours, yeah, sure. And we're gonna have a party after, and we're gonna invite some hoes, and it's gonna be lit, and I'm getting paid. Like what?
So
he's probably doing this already
you're saying
for free.
It's essentially $250,000 an hour for a consultant fee. That's what you're essentially saying.
Pretty much. That's pretty much that's what makes it not even a little bit outrageous. Yeah. That's the part where it makes it like, bro, big artist, especially a big artist who has that type of money, who really isn't in the same circle as him, who doesn't want to be on some like, like begging type shit. It's like, nah, bro, like I booked a studio so I could have this interaction with you. Like, you know? Like yeah, especially like a reggaeton artist or the biggest rapper from South Africa gets some big bag and he wants to come. Like, yeah, bro, it's gonna be, and it's sick for Drake because he's gonna be exposed to so much things that he wouldn't be exposed to otherwise. Like I said, he only has a certain circle, however big it is. It welcomes more people to do more creative things with him because at that price you have to make it worth it. So let's see how people can figure out to make it worth it. There's gonna be some legendary sessions at this place. There's gonna be some legendary sessions for sure. For sure, it's not going to be no bullshit that fly away. You're gonna see hit records come out of there. You're gonna see
what's gonna make the
big
record
big
a hit
artists
record?
blow up out of there. What do you mean? The whole interaction, bro. Right now,
So if you
I'm not
talk
gonna
to
lie,
Drake, you
bro.
get a hit
I'm not
record?
gonna lie, bro. Right now, Drake definitely has the Midas touch. So look at Ice Spice. She went to go check Drake, and she became like the biggest female artist overnight just because she went to go check him. And he unfollowed her on IG after. It's not even like he was showing her a lot of love. Come on now, brother. Proximity to greatness definitely helps. Like that's why people pay so much to go and train at Mayweather's gym, and why they go way out of their way to go train at Mayweather's gym.
But they wouldn't. Nobody's paying, like, let's say in this theory, like $25,000 to go to Mayweather's gym.
Bro, I don't know what the price is, but it's expensive to go there. You can't just walk into that gym. It's mostly, you have to, first of all, when you go in there, you have tryouts. You have to spar for tryouts, and he'll decide whether or not you're worthy of being in that gym or the trainer's there. Obviously, Mayweather is not there every day. Like, no, it's the same thing I'm talking about with this. It's some type of interaction with Mayweather. You're going through his program, right? And obviously, he's not charging $250,000, but, oh, is this how much it costs?
$2,000.
Oh,
Yes, but like regardless.
see, even that $2,000 just to reserve a chance to go in there and get your head beat off. Guys are in there. I'm telling you guys, he's known for having the toughest sparring in the world.
But
guys go in there and get beat the fuck
what
up.
I'm trying to say is like what Drake is essentially.
I think there's a video on World Star right now of a dude
like
getting beat up in that gym.
Like, how much is like a high end studio's like hourly rate? Like probably like
Probably
$1,000.
No, a high end, like the best of the best.
Yes, let's say best.
Like
of
the best of the best, like Disney studios and like Paramount studios, those type of things. Like depending on the engineer you're working with, between $5,000 and $10,000.
Okay, now so Drake is essentially 250x that price for his one spot. So like it's like the
Yes,
exponent.
but bro. Okay, so when you, I don't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
But when you're paying for those type of studios that I just said, it's literally just you're going in and whatever music you can make. There's no promotional value.
So you're saying Drake is going to promote this in some way, shape, or form?
That's what I noticed with people like Drake and stuff, bro. Let's say you post a picture with Drake, right? It's going to go viral. Bryson Tiller did that, got really big. Or let's just say, bro, next month I have a session booked at Drake's studio, guys. That's going viral. The first person to book that studio for $250,000.
Riff Raff,
is
that's what happened.
Yeah, for sure. It's free promo at that
But
point
it doesn't
already.
mean that the song that Riff Raff produces at that studio is going to do well.
No, but when's the last time you heard about Riff Raff?
Oh yeah, exactly. Like he got his name in a headline.
Yeah, $500,000 for a headline isn't bad.
I would say $500,000 for the headline is of a headline clowning the fuck out of you, like saying like this guy's an idiot. You just spent $500,000.
Bro, it's all perspective, and a guy like Riff Raff, you got to remember where Riff Raff came from. From G's to Gents, his first.
What the fuck is that?
It was an MTV show where he was like a clown, and like, bro, he turned that being a clown shit into like, yeah, I'm a clown, and I could rap, and I could cap, and I could, and he just keeps going with it. He just anything.
How he started?
Yeah, anything you throw at Riff Raff, he's gonna turn into a win for him, and you gotta love people like that, bro. That's a great mentality to have for life. I don't care where I'm at in life. There's nothing that you could say to me that's going to make me stop going in the direction I'm going. Anything you throw at me, I'm still going that way because I have a goal. So, of course, I respect Riff Raff. And probably Drake does too. Like, it's funny. He had a session with Smokey, Riff Raff.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Yeah, he's a cool guy, man.
This story I actually want to, like, we talked about it a bit last week, and then now it became reality, which is kind of crazy to me. It's like Toronto is now to decriminalize all drugs. What do you think about that? We talked about it a bit last week.
I don't like the whole all drugs thing because like then it makes for like a Skid Row where people are just like bold. And like if you see Vancouver and LA, it hasn't really worked. That's where they did the trials of this kind of thing.
Bro, not just there. It's like Seattle. You have Chicago.
On the West Coast. On the West Coast, it's
not
real
even
big.
just like Chicago's like that now too.
Really?
Fucking Maryland.
But if you see some of those American
Baltimore.
cities, it's so bad in a bad part of town where it's like they're pretty much just okay, I don't think it works for Toronto because we don't have that bad of an inner city.
Yeah.
When your inner city is so bad where it's like, yo, like these people have nothing going on except for drugs, and then police are going there
Well, we
hold on,
kinda
let me, and then police are going in there every day to meet their quotas because they know what people are doing over there, and it's just an easy arrest for them to make. They could go pull over anybody and arrest anybody for anything.
Yeah.
That's unhealthy, I think, for a city for sure. But we don't have that type of problem. We don't have extreme poverty like that where there's neighborhoods that you know that everybody there is a drug user.
But we
don't
kind of do now, though.
No, where?
When was the last time you were like downtown?
I've been there all the time.
So like even if you go like beside like the lakeshore and shit, you have like tents always set up down there, like 10, 12 tents.
That doesn't mean that they're drug users.
There's literally tents on the sidewalk. If you're like on King Street and like where was I? King Street and like in like Shumack, I think it was, or somewhere like downtown there.
Yeah.
And there was like 4 tents just on the sidewalk.
No, I
It's like
agree with you, but that's 4 tents. I'm talking about a whole neighborhood.
But now imagine like they decriminalize all these drugs, right?
That's when it's gonna get worse.
It's
for
good.
sure.
That's what I'm saying. It's only gonna get worse. It
That's
would
what
not make it
it
better.
will increase pockets of poverty, which I think it's a bad idea.
Yeah.
We don't have that here. We have small pockets where, like you said, you'll see a couple homeless people will have a tent and all that. I don't think that's a problem at all.
Like
That's not a
what's that
problem.
park at what is it, like Wellesley and not Wellesley, fuck, Jarvis and so it's like there's that one park at like Jarvis and Gunner. Yeah, and bro, like literally crackheads all day, every day, no matter what time
Moss
of the day.
Park, same shit.
Yeah, it's like.
But those are parks, like where it's a fucking field. I'm talking about.
But a park is supposed to be for you to go with your
for
kids.
sure. They
and
should
it's
probably
like,
clean it
clearly
up.
we'll never
They should
go.
probably clean it up. All they would have to do is keep police presence there.
Yeah.
It's not that hard. But let's just say, like, I'm talking about like a neighborhood block where there's houses and children and shit like that. That's where it becomes unhealthy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's say all of Eglinton West turned into 100% drug users. Like, that would be fucked up.
And that's what's kind of happening. So there's actually this story that me and Terrence were actually just watching a YouTube video on, where in Seattle, a Whole Foods came in, they created a Whole Foods store and shut it down within a year because it was like a few 100 meters away from open air drug scene, and every single day there would be assaults on the employees. People, these drug addicts would just come in and start taking all the groceries just and walking straight out.
Sounds like a South Park episode.
Bro, like actually though, like if you've seen it, it's hilarious. Like the Whole Foods would hire police to be there. There'd be like 4 cops on duty. These guys would still just go in, grab a garbage bag full of stuff, throw it all in, and walk.
I feel
out.
like that's
And
almost
they couldn't
like
do anything. It shut down within a year.
Yeah, it's like poetic justice. Like Whole Foods, like I don't like Whole Foods either. The same way I don't like all this free crack or whatever. I don't like Whole Foods either. It's opposite ends of the spectrum. Opposite ends of the
But
spectrum.
I'm just saying, it's like when you give nobody a life to live for other than you can just go get high every day, they're gonna just become degenerates, right?
Yeah,
So
and
it's
also, bro, if you give people no life except for I'm gonna go eat some friggin' oats with no flavor today, that's a fuck Whole Foods. Fuck Whole Foods, bro. They don't believe in flavor, bro. They're trying to make everyone 100% healthy, and the prices are ridiculous. I see why they got robbed.
Yo, this guy's a fucking idiot, bro. Like an actual idiot. Like this is crazy. But yeah, no.
No, I'm just getting bored. I'm joking around.
But no, like I think this open air shit is gonna be crazy. It's like it's only gonna make Toronto worse. And it's
I think everybody probably agrees on that. There's not a lot of.
But why
I
are we
don't.
legalizing
That's
it
why I
then?
don't understand how stuff like this passes. But bro, right now with these fucking liberals, they're the worst. So much shit gets passed, and I'm like, how the fuck did that happen?
You're liberal as fuck.
Okay, if you say so.
No, but I agree.
I'm in the
It's
actual
like,
liberal
it's
party.
like
Justin
they
Trudeau
kind of
and
like
them.
have like it seems like if you were to look at it from the outside looking in, if you took completely like disassociated yourself with politics, you would assume that there is a sense that they are trying to destruct the cities. Like everything that they keep adding.
Because for sure that puts like wherever like that pocket becomes,
it's gonna be
the value of all the property goes
stores,
way
the
down.
homes,
and then rich people
retail.
come and buy it, and then they clean it up, and then they build
But
it into
it's
the
like
new
you
part,
can't
the
really
new cool
clean it
part
up
of the city.
when you also are at the same time you're promoting this, you're also promoting to fund the police and shit. And it's like if you don't have police to police the neighborhoods,
Bro, that's why I don't like talking politics with you, bro. Why you go into so many layers? We can't just.
they're
what do you
all
mean?
associated.
Where
to
did
each
the fund
other.
the police come from?
Because who's going to take care of these people? Like
What
to make
people?
sure to like the like what you're saying, the open drug scenes.
Oh,
who's
yeah.
going to contain them? It would be the police, right?
Obviously.
But now if you're saying defund the police, and
Who's saying that?
No, I'm just saying that is one of the fucking things, and that's what I'm trying to say. Is as a whole, you can look at it
Bro,
from the outside.
I'm just saying,
it's gonna disrupt
as much as
cities.
people want that to happen, that will never happen. Defund the police will
What do you
never
mean
happen.
It's happening everywhere. Like
How
the fund to
so?
zero is obviously never going to happen, but they're
Yeah.
defunding them.
Bro, okay, maybe they were
Cutting
overfunded
the
before. Yeah, cutting the
No,
budget
they're
is
not, but
fine.
They're not. like they're cutting the budget and the people are quitting because of that and shit. It's like,
Bro, that's
don't
just
have the
that's people who
resources to
care
do their
about
job.
politics. That's
no,
people
it's not people who care about politics.
All right, bro.
It's people that realize that you're working at an open drug air scene and you're not allowed to arrest anybody, so you're gonna have to let all crime in front of you happen. And you see fucking these guys, like you see the worst of the worst shit
That's
happening.
what I mean
and you
about
can't do
layers.
anything.
Where did the fund the police come from,
Bro,
bro?
wait, see, but
What?
why, so okay, let me ask you this: are you for or against defund the police?
I don't care.
You don't care.
I literally don't care.
All right, man. Like I think it's one of the most important things to have police in the city.
I just said I don't think it will ever happen. That's why I don't
but it's
care.
happening.
No, if they're getting less funding, I actually agree with that, bro. If you go back like 10 years, some of the funding that some of these police departments were getting, it's like they were preparing for war. They had tanks and shit. I don't think that they need that much.
Who had tanks?
A lot of police departments in America were getting tanks. Even when you saw all the riots happening, they brought the tanks out, and it's just like, are you actually going to use those tanks on people? Because that'd be fucking ridiculous. And it's like, yeah, the National Guard and shit like that, of course, is a little overfunded and stuff. And every police department's SWAT team and shit like that, it shouldn't be too crazy. They should have specialized training to deal with specialized situations. I don't think that they should be having ridiculous budgets where they're buying toys for themselves. Like the whole squad, the whole fleet of cops have like new ATVs. And they're riding around on their ATVs terrorizing people because they're glad that they have these new toys. Yeah, I don't believe in that type of stuff. But do I think that the police serve a purpose in society? Obviously. It'd be anarchy without them. So anybody who's saying defund the police 100% is an idiot.
I agree with that. Like I agree with like 99% of the things you just said there. I just feel like
Except for the part where I said you're a retard. Obviously you don't agree with that. Obviously.
no, I'm just saying like yeah, of course like people like if you give people inflated budgets, they're gonna buy stupid ass shit.
Yeah.
But then now if you're taking away money from people without knowing where the money's going, and it is affecting the way that
I definitely
police
don't.
can do their
I definitely
jobs.
don't think that people should be. It shouldn't be coming out of their paychecks. Like I said, it should
No,
be
it's
coming
not
out of
gonna,
toys.
it's
and
more
shit
of like
that.
effect of like they can't do their jobs without the resources they have. Type
Even
shit.
that, like, bro, remember when they started saying like, "Oh, we're gonna start putting body cams on you so you guys can't beat up minorities," and like, mad cops quit. It's like that is not like that's good. Like, good
It
riddance.
is a good thing. Yeah,
it's
'cause
like,
it's like
bro, when people start quitting over like, oh, they're gonna cut our funding, I'm out of here. It's like, bro, you sound like a political redneck who's too involved in the news and politics. You shouldn't even be policing anyways. If one day Trump gets into office, you're gonna go beat the fuck out of someone to celebrate or some shit. Like, why do you care what's happening on TV? Like, just live your like real life. Like,
Yo, so let's just lighten the mood a little bit.
Thank
NBA
you.
playoffs is around the corner. I
love
wanna.
it.
I kind of
love
want to
it.
do like a bracket. Like let's see how
yeah, we
close
should.
we can get.
We should with everybody. That'd be dope. That'd be dope.
Pull up a bracket and let's see how close we can get. We'll try to like make our own
Yeah, we'll do it right now.
because I don't know. I feel like it'll be sick because
Yeah.
we're all gonna be watching it. We can keep up with our bracket, see how close we are.
Yeah.
Who do you think is gonna win it? First off, let me just ask you that.
The whole thing?
Who do you have winning? Who's your favorite going into it?
My favorite going into it. I want to say the Sixers.
Really?
I like the Sixers.
That's
a
my
lot.
favorite too.
Really?
Yeah, bro. James Harden is one of my favorite players. James Harden, Kyrie,
I
and
hope that Joel
Westbrook are my three favorite players.
Well, I hope Joel Embiid wins MVP.
I don't think he will.
I think he will.
He should.
He
He
won
deserves
scoring.
it.
He won the scoring title.
He definitely deserves it.
Yeah.
All right, so let's start. Okay, so this is before we're recording this.
But-
What?
But didn't the Thunder already beat the Pelicans? Oh, they
yeah,
did.
yeah.
Okay,
So we're
there, I
recording
see
this
it.
like right before the finals of the play-in. So our numbers might be a little off, but we're gonna just go with it.
Mm-hmm.
So let's start with the West. Who do you have winning, Nuggets or the winner of the play-in? I think the Nuggets are clear in that series, no matter what.
Yeah,
So
that's true. But who do you think is gonna go? Who do you think they're gonna be playing though?
They're probably gonna play the Timberwolves.
I think they're gonna play the Thunder.
You think Thunder beat Timberwolves?
Timberwolves are self-destructing right now.
Really?
Yeah.
I think Cat and Ant are just so nasty.
Cat is disgusting. Ant is disgusting for sure. It's one of
Yeah.
those weird teams where the top two players are so good, it's everything else.
No,
is
but
a
then they even
problem.
have Rudy. I don't know if he's back
Yeah.
yet. He was injured.
The fact
last
that he
game.
was suspended last game, he's gonna come back on some weird shit this game. Fam, when Rudy Gobert doesn't want to play basketball, he's the worst basketball player you ever
But
saw
he's
in your
really
life.
Good. Like he's a great paint protector. And
Yeah,
shit.
when he's
It's like-
motivated. When he's motivated, I think right now, especially after what you see that the audio of Kyle Anderson in his fight got leaked.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
that
did
was
he- what did he say? I never
crazy.
saw about leaked. I saw they got the fight.
So Kyle Anderson was going back to the change room, and some employee was like filming, but like in his pocket type shit to get the
Yeah.
audio. And Kyle's like, "Oh, they got a decision to make this summer, man. You guys protect that bitch ass nigga too much. You guys got a decision to make this summer." Pretty much implying that it's him or yeah. But if you go look at their contracts, it's nuts.
Yeah,
Shout out to Kyle Anderson. He's a cool guy. Slow mo. I like his game, but
Delusional?
he's delusional. They traded like 3 first-round picks for this guy. He's not going anywhere.
All right, let's go to the bracket. Go back to the bracket. So we have the Nuggets winning. And then we have Suns and Clippers. Ooh, that's a great series. But
It
Paul
is.
George is injured.
Yeah, I have Suns winning.
Your Suns winning?
Yeah.
I have Suns winning too, but I don't like the Suns. Like, usually I'm a KD fan, but I feel like if they were to win this year, it'd be such a shit
I feel like
thing for the NBA.
KD's new name got to be mercenary. He just comes in and he could come into any situation and just ball out. That's why it was hard for me. It was between Suns and Sixers when you asked me who I
But
think's
it's like
gonna win the whole
I
thing.
obviously think they're talented enough to win it, but it's like it's kind of like a discredit to it's a championship with an asterisk, just like LeBron's in the fucking Disneyland was.
Yeah.
Because this guy's gonna he's only played like 10 regular season
I know.
games for them.
It's a joke. It's
like
crazy.
this guy rolled his ankle in a fucking warm up
Yeah.
and said, "Okay, I'm out for until playoffs. I'll catch you guys then."
I'll just say this. So I think Suns are going to the finals from the West, and I think Sixers from
All
the
right, let's
East.
keep going then. Wait.
But my wild horse team to win the whole thing is Lakers.
The Lakers.
The Lakers could win the
This
whole
guy.
thing. That would be the
LeBron
craziest
dick
end to
riding.
their season.
LeBron
Not
dick
dick
riding.
riding, bro. They had a crazy end to the season. Right now, they're one of the hottest teams in the league, and they have LeBron and AD. I mean, that's
Okay,
a
so
crazy
we got
combo.
Kings and Warriors next. Who do you have?
Warriors.
You have Warriors?
Yeah, just because of experience. Like a lot, like the Warriors don't even care so much about the regular season. They're so experienced.
Yeah.
They just make sure that they get to the playoffs.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think the Warriors, they're one of the hardest teams in the NBA to beat in the 7-game series for sure.
And I love the Kings. The Kings is a dope team. I'm really glad they got the 3 seed. That's dope for them.
Yeah, no, they balled out. De'Aaron Fox had an amazing season.
Mhm.
But I'm just saying, like, the Warriors is like, you can only beat them when their shots off for that night. And it's like to say their shot's going to be off for 4 games in
Yeah.
a series is like next to
It's just, well,
impossible.
are they healthy right now? The Warriors, are they fully healthy?
Everyone's back. Everyone's back
Yeah.
going into the playoffs.
Yeah.
Then we got Grizzlies and Lakers. So you said Lakers is your dark
Yeah,
horse.
and I have Lakers winning the series.
You have Lakers beating
I
the
actually have,
Grizzlies.
yeah, I do because of veteran experience. I don't think the Grizzlies talk a lot, and bro, when you see 51-31, 82 games they just played, they might even be burnt out. They're a young team. These guys go so hard for the regular season, and it's just for what? For playoff standings, like. The Lakers, we're just trying to make the playoffs. Like the same thing I just said with the Warriors. It's
Yeah.
like as long as we're in the show, we're good to
The
go.
Lakers
Like,
have no depth. Like, they are just their
Nah,
starting
they-
5.
no, they have depth now. They have a good amount of
who?
depth. Like
Rui Hachimura? Like, that
yeah,
nigga's
and
ass.
Malik Beasley. Yeah, he's nice.
I don't know.
He can shoot threes when he gets hot.
I think Grizzlies are one of the best teams in the NBA. I personally
Look, Dennis Schroeder is not even a starter for them. He hit a game,
He is a
not
starter
a game
for
winner,
them,
but
isn't
he hits big shots for them. No,
yeah, he does. Yeah, it's him, D'Lo, Austin Reeves, LeBron, and
okay, fair enough
AD.
then. That's what I'm saying. Then their bench is nice. You got Rui and all these guys.
Oh, Vanderbilt, not Austin Reeves. Well, Austin Reeves is fire. Shout out white boy.
Yeah, Austin Reeves is nice too. That's what I'm saying.
They go
They
back to
have
the
a lot.
bracket.
And Vanderbilt is a great defender. So yeah, I have Lakers winning that series easily. Actually, I think they're gonna win in like 5 or 6 games. Probably 5 games,
I think
honestly.
the Lakers in 5 is where you're going with.
Yeah, honestly,
All right,
shout out to
clip it.
Ja the way he handled that whole thing when it all
Yeah.
went down. But I don't think that the way he handled it was best for the team on the court.
Yeah, I
I think,
forgot. You
yeah,
were like a jaw hater.
I
You're
was,
saying, lock
and-
that nigga up.
and he locked himself up. I respect it. He said, you know what? I do need to be locked up, and he suspended himself from the league for longer than they gave him. I respect it, honestly. I do wish the best for him going forward, but I think that their chemistry is a little off right now, and I just think that they're a young team. They got to get rid of Dylan Brooks. He should not always be in the headlines.
He's fire.
No, he's shit.
I
He's
think
shit.
people sleep on Memphis.
The only
so
thing
much.
more
They're
shit
so
than Dylan
fire.
Brooks is the way that Dylan Brooks dresses. He's terrible. This man hates T-shirts. Every outfit doesn't have a T-shirt involved. Some sort of jacket with no shirt under. It's retarded.
Then in the East, we got Bucks playing the winner of the play-in. So either the Bulls or the Heat. I think the Bulls win that. I think the Heat are trash. Like, wait,
I just don't like the Heat. So yeah,
Yeah.
I guess.
but I think Bucks win regardless. What do you think?
Yeah, Bucks for sure
Bucks,
win regardless.
Bucks sweep that series. I think that's a. I
I'm
don't think either team has a chance.
gonna say.
That's a sweep. How can you say?
No,
that's
no.
not
I'm
a
talking
sweep?
about who's gonna win the play-in game. That one's hard to call. They have a lot of veteran leadership on the Heat.
Well,
The Bulls have a lot of good
Bulls
players,
defense
though.
has been absolutely disgusting, and Heat's offense has been terrible.
Yeah.
So it's
yeah.
like it
and I
seems
like
like-
DeRozan. I'm gonna go with the Bulls right there.
Yeah.
But
You
Bucks.
saw DeRozan's daughter at the Raptors game?
Yeah, it was
That shit was hilarious, bro.
She's dope. But yeah, for sure the Bucks are winning that one for sure.
Okay, then we got Cleveland and Knicks. I think this is the best series of the round one, in my opinion, for East and
I think
West.
Cleveland wins in 5.
Cleveland in 5?
Yeah.
Bro, you know how good the Knicks are this year?
I don't respect them.
Why? What don't you expect about that?
I don't think that RJ is very good,
I
and
don't either.
Jalen Brunson is a liability.
How's
like,
he a liability?
like when he's
fired.
very streaky. When he's
he
good,
is,
when he's good, he's great. Other than that, he looks like
But
a
Julius
mediocre
Randle,
player.
in my opinion, is a top 10 player.
Julius
this year.
Randle is
This
also
year, he's a top 10 player.
Julius Randle is a terrible playmaker. He's a good offensive basketball player, but when he gets hot, it's almost a detriment to your team because you know he's not even looking to pass.
Oh,
he's
saying
just
the
looking
ball
to
hog.
score.
But like,
I'm
so
not even saying he's just a ball hog. I'm saying he doesn't even see guys when they're open. It's not even on purpose. He literally doesn't even look to see if guys are open. When he's hot and he's scoring, they usually lose, I find. But what do I know?
I'm not even sure who's going to win that series. I do kind of favor Cleveland because I like Donovan Mitchell a lot.
That's
But I think it's going to be a great. I don't think it's a 5 game. I think
Spider
it's
could
a
go
7.
crazy.
I think it's a 7.
I'd be surprised.
And then we got Sixers against the Nets.
I'll say this: if it goes to Game 7, Jalen Brunson will probably have a big game in that Game 7.
He is that kind of guy.
Yeah, he shows up in big games.
So Sixers
Nets,
and Nets.
Sixers easy.
Sixers
sweep.
Sweep?
Yeah, that's a sweep.
Bro, I don't know how the Nets even in playoffs, bro.
Because they were playing so good
before the trade.
Yeah, that's why I was like so surprised the way things went at the trade deadline. I was like, whoa! But the management had just had it. They had it. They were like, yo, I'm done with this soap opera.
They were in a lose-lose situation.
Yeah, it was
like you
terrible.
had 2 guys that weren't gonna come back, or you just trade them and just hope for.
And think about looking at this bracket. If Kyrie and KD were still there, they weren't gonna win. Plus, they had the whole Ben Simmons thing looming over their head. It's just too much. It's just too much.
And then we got Celtics and Hawks. That's a good series. I think Hawks are very slept on.
Yeah, Hawks are gonna definitely push them to like 6 or 7.
I still think, I think
Celtics for sure.
still win.
Yeah, Celtics
I think
for sure.
Jason Tatum is.
So then we got. So then does it go? Those two versus would it be like? Yeah, it would be
like
right.
an actual bracket.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, there is. You can definitely see. Is it top seed versus lower seed then?
I think so.
Sarah, does NBA playoff go top seed, lower seed, or okay? So go back then. Go back. You should go back. So then the second round would be the Nuggets versus the Warriors, and then in the West it'll be Nuggets versus Warriors, and then Suns versus. Oh no, sorry, Nuggets versus Lakers, according to Jimmy, because I don't think the Lakers, and then Suns versus Warriors. So let's go with Suns Warriors first. Who do you have?
That'd be great.
That'd
be great for TV. Yeah, that'd be great for
like
TV.
you want that to be the Western Conference Finals, so we need the Lakers to lose for that to be the Western Conference Finals.
Fair enough.
But that's a great series.
In that matchup, I would have the Suns, and that would be very, very sweet revenge for KD, because a lot of people have been saying that they didn't need him, and he can go there and kill them.
That would
shut
be
up
crazy.
A lot of that
Shut
shit.
him up.
Yeah.
I honestly would say the Warriors, just because Steph would have the day off on defense. This guy Chris Paul is worthless nowadays.
And he's already cooked Chris Paul a lot of times.
Cooked him so many times.
Yeah.
So it's like if he can take the day off on defense, go 100% on offense, Steph's averaging 40 that series. There's no way.
It'd be a great series. I can't say it wouldn't be a great series. It's probably going to 7 games.
Yeah, that's an amazing series. So we'll just go with Suns because we're going to go with your bracket for now. And then we have Nuggets versus Lakers.
Nuggets versus Lakers. I got the Lakers.
You got the Lakers beating the Nuggets.
Yeah. I'm telling you.
Based on what?
Based on LeBron. Literally just based on LeBron and Jokic's track records in the playoffs. I think that LeBron will win that series. 9 times out of 10.
All right, 9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
Is it what?
Beat them in the bubble.
The Nuggets beat them?
Yeah.
But was
No.
or Lakers beat the Nuggets?
Lakers
But
beat
I'm saying
everybody
like
in the bubble, buddy.
yeah, obviously they won it all. But were the
Yeah.
Nuggets type shit. Oh, that's when Jamal Murray dropped 50, right? Yeah, I remember that.
I'm telling you, like this is one thing too. That's why Jokic cannot win a 3rd MVP.
Why? He's like the
He's
most.
not that
he's
guy.
not entertaining. He's not entertaining, but he's the most talented.
No, he's not.
What?
I'm not having this conversation
Or
with you,
stats
Uncle
wise.
Ruckus. Of course, you think Jokic
Bro,
is
I
great.
just told you my 3 favorite players. None of them were white. What are you talking about?
No, that was your 3 favorite black players.
Okay, so then we go to the East, and we got the Bucks versus.
The
Who do we
Bulls.
have? We would have the
Bulls.
Bucks
We
versus
both had Bulls.
versus Cavs. It would be
Oh,
Bucks
sorry,
versus
sorry.
Cavs.
I was just looking at the old
Bucks
the
versus
old
Cavs, Sixers
round.
versus Celtics is a fire series. Let's start with that. Who do you have for Sixers Celtics? Sixers sweep?
No, 7 games. It's probably coming down to the last
That's
shot.
gonna be that winner of that series wins the East for sure.
Yeah.
I don't think the other 2 teams can compete.
Bucks are disgusting.
Bucks cannot compete with the Sixers or the Celtics in a 7 game.
Only because they just don't have the depth to compete
I would
with
say
those teams.
just because Middleton's not Middleton anymore.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's
Yeah,
gonna be
yeah.
just a Giannis only team.
Drew Holiday is nice. Brooke Lopez is nice. Even Bobby Portis is nice,
Mm-hmm.
and Middleton's okay. They're just not like on the
They're
caliber
not-
of like, bro.
yeah.
You start bringing up the guys on the Celtics. Just the fact that they have Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, like
and Martin, Al Horford, like
yeah,
those guys are all been
Al
balling
Horford's
all
just super
year.
smart. He's not one of the best players.
What do you mean
in the
he's
league,
been?
but
Isn't
so
he like the
smart,
best
yeah.
3-point shooter in the NBA this year? 3rd best 3-point shooter.
Fair
in
enough,
the
but
NBA.
he for sure has a spot. He's not shooting from anywhere. He has a
No,
spot.
he actually is shooting from anywhere. He hits like 3 threes a game. Like
No, but I'm
it's
saying he
crazy.
like Al Horford probably shoots from the corner or some shit. Like he
Yeah.
probably just has a one spot that he's shooting from in their system. Al Horford's not roaming around just shooting
No,
from
yeah,
everywhere.
he's not like a fucking shot off dribble. He's a
Yeah.
catch and shoot kind of guy.
Yeah.
But so
Probably a catch in a
I think we
specific
both
spot
agree
type
though.
guy.
Sixers in that series for sure. I really like James Harden's gonna average a triple double.
Yeah, and I think
Probably
just,
like a 20,
bro,
20, 20.
Embiid will average 20 free throws. Like that's another thing
Yeah,
too.
they don't have a big to guard him. Yeah.
Al Horford cannot guard that.
Who's
guy.
guarding him?
Yeah.
Roy Williams? Robert Williams?
Robert Williams would guard him, but he'll have a tough time. Robert Williams is nice, but Joel Embiid is the MVP, brother. He's nice. Like he's certified. That's why he needs to win a championship this year. It would help his legacy so much.
All right,
Even I think that Joel Embiid is better than Anthony Davis all time. It's just he needs stuff like this. He needs that MVP award. He needs that championship that it's like there's no argument. Because right now he has no accolades to bring up to 80.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Bucks and Cavs. So you think Bucks still can make it? I think Cavs can upset.
Yeah, I think Cavs can
I think
upset.
Cavs can
But
upset.
I got Bucks. I'm a Giannis guy.
Evan Mobley's one of the best people to guard Giannis.
He's nice. He's nice.
He's one of the like,
Giannis-
think about in the whole NBA.
Giannis-
Who's a better matchup for Giannis defensively only, other than Evan Mobley? Isn't he like
He's
number
young.
2 in?
He's young. Stop.
Evan Mobley's like number 2 in Defensive Player of the Year this year, right? Yeah, I thought it was Jared Jackson and Evan Mobley. Nick Claxton. Yeah.
Either way, I wouldn't.
But-
I don't think. You see all three of those guys you just named. I don't think any of them can guard Giannis.
I think Evan Mobley could. But
Defense is
he's not
on.
strong
Defense is
enough.
not on the
Like, that's
rise.
only
Defense
thing.
is on a decline. None of these guys in the league that are that good at defense. There's no KG. I think KG would be the best matchup to guard. A prime KG could guard Giannis. Other than that, these guys you're naming, no, I don't think that they're giving him any problems. So I got Giannis winning that
You got
one.
Bucks winning that?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think that the Cavs get upset, but okay, we'll go with Bucks then. So now we got the Western Conference Finals. It would be the Lakers versus the Suns. You had right? Yeah, you had Suns over Warriors. So Lakers and Suns. That's both the teams that you said were gonna make it. Super biased bracket, by the way.
Fair enough, but
It's
I'll-
your bracket.
I'll probably have the Suns winning that. Bro, honestly, bro, if the Lakers make it this far, oh my God!
This
if
guy's
the Lakers,
fucking
if the Lakers
trolling.
make it this far, the momentum will be crazy. Ooh, LeBron with this type of momentum behind him.
A young
Fuck
LeBron?
it. I'm not betting against LeBron. The Lakers are
You're
going to
taking
finals.
LeBron?
Yeah. The Lakers. Let's go.
I would say your best bet for LeBron in this series is you have to assume that Durant's gonna get injured by
Oh
now.
yeah. Something has to go
Injured
their
by
way.
now for sure, right?
If the Lakers win a championship, God's favorite team is the Lakers. 100%. 100%. It's gonna. You remember that movie Angels in the Outfield?
Yeah.
Yeah. Kobe's gonna be hitting shots.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
But then you got so in the East that would be Bucks versus Sixers, and we both agree Sixers.
Yeah, Sixers.
That's gonna be a fucking rough series though.
Yeah, that will, because that's the thing. Joel Embiid might even get banged
I
up
don't
in
think
that
the winner
series.
can come from the East then, because the East is gonna be so competitive all the way through.
It is.
The West is.
But
kinda,
sometimes iron sharpens iron. And
But the
like,
man's just gonna be tired. In
remember when
NBA, they
Dirk
don't
won
really
his
wait.
remember when Dirk won his championship? Go look at all the teams that Dirk had
he
to
beat
face.
the Lakers with Kobe and Shaq, right?
Yeah, and he
remember that.
beat Braun in the Miami Heat in the
Yeah.
finals. He's a sick guy. Sometimes that helps you because you're on point. You're used to the competition, right?
Mhm.
But Lakers and Sixers, fuck it, bro. At that point, nah,
This
joking.
guy's like-
Honestly, I think the Sixers would win.
Okay,
I think
good.
the Sixers would
That
win.
was
And-
your
But,
ever said Lakers.
but if that's the finals and Joel Embiid is injured, obviously the Lakers
Why
win.
would Joel Embiid get injured?
He's injury prone.
Joel Embiid doesn't get injured. He played the most. He played the most games out of all MVP
Maybe
candidates.
this season.
Yeah.
Okay, brother. Let's talk about his entire career.
No,
How
talking
many
about
games
this
has he
season.
missed?
The AD.
Okay, he had a
and
great
LeBron
he had a
literally
great
played like
season,
20
and
games
that's why I
each.
think this is the season he needs to capitalize on. All I'm saying, knock on wood, if he gets injured in those finals or in the semifinals, the Lakers will win the whole thing.
All right, so Lakers Sixers finals with the Sixers taking it all is what Jimmy predicts.
Unless with an asterisk, if Embiid gets injured, the Lakers are winning.
So I got the Sixers winning too. I hope the Sixers win. I have a futures bet on them. I just hope that's the way it goes. And
Who do you think is gonna win between Celtics and Oh no, sorry, not Celtics. The Cavs and the Bucks.
I think the Bucks are obviously the smarter choice, but I think the Cavs are able to upset because I do like the Evan Mobley verse.
Okay, and then
Giannis
also in the West, it was Grizzlies and Nuggets, or not even Grizzlies and Nuggets. Your whole West bracket would have been different. than mine.
My West bracket would have been different. So it would have been like Grizzlies versus Warriors, which I would love to see. That's an amazing series because those guys are like they're trying to be the new franchise,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So then that would be an amazing series to see. I think whoever wins that series would win the West. That's what I think.
Yeah.
So I think if Grizzlies were able to overcome the Warriors, I think they would be able to come out of the West because they would just be that confident type shit. Like, you know,
That'd be great for Ja because remember everyone's been clowning him saying that he's
If
good
you
in
want
the
to
West.
talk about storylines, Ja is the storyline.
Oh,
this
he is the
year.
storyline this year.
He is the
I'll say
storyline
that.
to win this
Other
year.
than the Lakers,
How is the Lakers?
LeBron
Lakers
is
have no
bro.
storyline just 'cause it's
In year
LeBron?
20, if you take it after beating the all-time scoring record, and you take your team to the finals as a 7 seed and win? What? Go.
Oh my
Go.
gosh. All right, last story. I know you want to talk about this WNBA shit again.
Not WNBA. It's the NCAA finals. Remember I brought it up and you're like, oh, why are we talking about this? It became a national story. It took over all the headlines. And there's actually a few parts to talk about this, and some of them have to do with race.
Oh, hey, you made it actually pretty far. I'm not even
I
trolling.
know. Yeah, I did.
Well,
actually.
no, the fun to police kind of took you a little bit. But
I didn't talk about
never
black
said
and
race
white. Yeah, I never said.
necessarily, yeah.
Hey, listen. But now we got to
Yo,
talk
you did
about.
good, yo.
Now we got to talk about race.
Yo, Jimmy, can I just say I'm proud of you though?
Thank you, brother.
Bro, you came on some pro-black shit, but not even moving pro-black. It's
Come
crazy.
on, it's power to the people, not just the black people. Come on now. Black people are my peoples for sure, but it's power to all the peoples, man.
All
The
right,
regular
so
guy.
hit me with what you think about the whole, what was it, Angel Reese and...
Okay, so Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, the synopsis of it, I guess, is that Caitlin Clark was talking a lot of shit on her way to the finals, right? And everyone loves her. She's like America's sweetheart. She's a little white girl who's shooting her ass off like Steph Curry. And she was doing a lot of shit talking, but everyone thought it was so cool. All of a sudden, Angel Reese is not even, she's a shit talker, yeah, but she was more giving it back to Caitlin Clark because she was shit talking, especially the Gamecocks.
Yeah.
She was super cheesy about that, right? So she was like doing it all back to her, all the same celebrations type stuff, right? And then everyone was acting like she's some thug and all this stuff. At least some of like the right wing politics, but this is once again, I know that they're doing this for clickbait. I know they're doing it for clickbait. I know it. Because it became such a big story, bro. You know that Angel Reese is now is worth the most in the NCAA for NIL deals?
I saw she had the most NIL deals, but it paid out for nothing. That's what Terrence was showing me yesterday. Yeah, she had a lot of deals, but the payout for the deals weren't a lot. She had like it was something.
The valuation was a lot.
Yeah,
You mean?
no. She had like 400 deals, NIL deals, 17 NIL deals. Well, except 400 is a way stretch, but that 17 only paid out like 300,000.
That was for last year though.
Oh, that was from last year.
Yeah,
Wasn't she, like,
so
a 1
this year going into it, she has a $1.3 million NIL evaluation. So all the deals that she signs for this year, she's gonna be caked up, bro. The thing is too, she'll probably end up making more money than anybody in the WNBA.
Yeah, so college basketball for women is actually the place to be.
Yeah.
Okay, I have one thing to ask you. Did you ever actually see a headline of people calling her like a thug or racist?
I did on Twitter, but even then, I don't know if it could be like what's that, Ball Sack Sports or whatever. I didn't look too much into the actual publications. It wasn't like CNN or anything like that.
Because every time,
like I said, I'm pretty sure it was just super right wing things who are looking for clickbait.
Every time I see something like this, like I always try. I did this time try to look for, like, did people actually say this shit? And I couldn't find anything. Like I saw people reporting on. People are calling her black and racist, like terminology before acting the way she was, and I'm like, who are people? Like, you guys are sourcing nobody.
Maybe thug isn't the word, but
they were saying that she was.
I think someone said ghetto or something,
ghetto
or ratchet
classless.
or something. Yeah,
well,
something like that.
Dave Portnoy said classless. That's what I saw. But like when he was saying classless, he wasn't talking about a matter of black and white.
No, I agree. I don't think that race comes into it with the things that people are saying.
People 100% were putting the race label on the situation.
Yeah. She was even kind of playing it up. It's entertaining.
No, but I'm saying like news articles would be writing like, oh, all these racist things that were said about about Angel Reese, but then I never saw any of those racist things.
That's what I was
gonna
say. It's the context. It's not the specific things that are said, but it's that when Caitlin Clark does these things, she's praised, and when a black girl does it, she's criticized. Mm-hmm. Any criticism of any sort is just out of pocket because it's just like literally she's just giving the girl a taste of her own medicine.
I disagree with that. I don't think it was the same. Like, I don't think anything she did was wrong. Well, I think it's wrong in the sense of a sportsmanship, which is like obviously questionable. Like whoever decides what is sportsmanship or not. Yeah. But it wasn't the same situation. So like in Caitlin Clark's example, she splashes a big three, like deep in the game, like a go ahead three type shit, and she celebrates. That's one thing, right? Mm-hmm. Now you're up by 12 points with like 3 seconds left, and there's a timeout. And you're going to go into the girl's face and celebrate? That's different.
I think Caitlin Clark is a better player in the first place. That's why she has more to stand on. But at the end of the day, Caitlin Clark didn't complain about any of this.
No, I'm not.
That's the crazy part about it all.
So I'm saying, like, they are two different scenarios. I just don't, like, the racist thing, I feel like was a made-up, argument.
You got to be able to see that. What is with all the juxtaposition? Why is one praised and one's criticized?
Because one was in the heat of the moment, and the other one was someone taunting someone else. There is a difference. Anyone who plays sports knows there's a difference.
I see what you're saying, bro, but it's a minute difference.
It's not that minute.
It is.
You're
it's not
blowing
for
the
it
steam out, this girl already
I'm saying
lost.
for it to be opposite reactions. It's not opposite actions.
Okay, yeah. I'm saying like I 100% agree with you that the reaction like
Is
in the
out of
internet world
proportion,
was
yeah.
definitely like uncalled
Okay,
for.
so even like let's say
I don't even think
let's say
myself.
you're saying who said this, who said that, right? Joe Biden's wife, the first
Oh,
lady,
yeah, she's-
came out said, "For this is unprecedented."
We
She
should
said,
both
"Yeah,
go to
we
the
should
White
invite
House."
both the teams." And it's funny because this is the first time it's happened in a long time, like a long time, where the one starting five was all black and the other starting five was all white.
Oh shit, I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
See, like that's narratives. I feel like people are just
No,
drawing
that hasn't
I know.
happened in like 60 years. That's
Yeah.
actually crazy, right? Because Iowa is a super white place. Fair enough, it should happen, right? But it's just like that even alone too is like, ugh, like that doesn't look good. She had to take back that statement because it's like you can't really stand on that.
Yeah.
Why are you inviting the losing team?
It doesn't make any sense. It's
Yeah.
like all women
And for
played
sure, if
amazing. It's
if
like, come on
LSU
now.
lost, they were not getting invited. I'll tell you that much.
100%.
But see, then Angel Reese, she pandered to the whole race war thing where she said, "I'm going to go see the Obamas. That's my president."
Yeah.
She kept saying, "I love my president," shit like that. Where it's like, bro, at the end of the day, it worked out for her because look at her NIL evaluation now, right?
I think the way that it played
it's-
out benefited all parties
everybody,
involved.
yeah,
all parties
exactly,
involved.
and that's what I love for women's sports. I love that. This is what it takes. A lot of what it takes sometimes.
It's
for-
fake controversy.
Yeah, like it has to be a soap opera. Like the NBA is a soap opera right now.
Yeah.
The NBA has so much drama
We're
in it.
just
It's like
saying
that's
storylines.
Yeah, that's why it's entertaining. It's not just the basketball. If it was just basketball, like it would be less successful. It's all the shit around it. That's why the media is like ESPN is so big. Like First Take is so big. Fox Sports is so big because it's the storylines that really drive the league.
Yeah, I agree. But my only thing was like, it is different what Caitlin Clark and Thing did. But again, to say one is right and one is wrong, I think is where everybody's catching the wrong.
Hey,
fucking
you know what'd be
vibe.
crazy?
What?
What if Angel Reese ends up being like the Magic Johnson of WNBA and Caitlin Clark
Larry
ends up
Bird?
being a Larry Bird?
And
That's
what I thought. 'Cause,
Crazy.
Like I was like, this is
'Cause
gonna,
this is how it
this is gonna
happened.
spill over. It's
They
gonna
met in the
spill over
finals.
college,
Magic
yeah.
Johnson, Larry Bird.
It's gonna spill over to the WNBA, and that's gonna be a storyline they'll always be able to follow.
Bro, they should just give them each an expansion team.
They-
And that's the type of stuff I'm talking about when it comes
One
to
in
like the
East, one in
WNBA.
West, so
just
they can always meet in the finals. and shit?
always, yeah. They shouldn't even leave it to chance
Yeah.
and give them the number 1 and number 2 picks. Just do it straight like that, just for entertainment's sake.
Mm.
And tell the teams you're not even allowed to draft anyone else behind closed doors. So I'm like, listen, I don't know what you guys think is going on. We're playing up this storyline because
Expansion
I
draft. Nobody's allowed to protect anybody.
when's the last time you saw female sports get this much hype?
Never.
And that's why I brought it up beforehand. I knew it was gonna be a big game, bro.
You knew
So
that there was
sometimes-
gonna be some racist shit that
No,
happened.
no, I didn't know all that. I didn't know all that. I just knew that it was going to be a big game. I didn't know that there was going to be this many political implications about it, though. To be honest with you, it was way more than I could have ever anticipated.
Well, that's been another episode of Northern Ruckus, guys. If you ever need WNBA news or women's sports news, you know where to go. So
Yeah, check in, man. I'm here.
this guy Jimmy will always be updating you guys weekly.
Yeah,
Got any
yeah,
last
yeah.
words?
No, man. Just shout out to the peoples out there, man. Keep staying positive. Keep doing your thing. The sun's out now. Weather's good. Enjoy yourself, man. Go get
The
outside.
sun's out. All right, yo.
Bro, the sun wasn't out all winter. What do you want me to say?
All right, peace.
You guys already know, man.